It's 1984 at Virginia's Mecklenburg Correctional Center. The night appears routine until the outer gate guard receives a panicked call from the prison supervisor. There's a bomb in Building 1. Despite strict protocols that require the two outer gates to never open simultaneously, the emergency forces the guard to act. With a racing heart, he opens both gates at once, allowing a plain van to roll into the perimeter. Inside the van, a group of men in stolen uniforms and riot helmets move with purpose. They carry what appears to be a live bomb, a contraption assembled from a television set, a blanket, and spare wires, mounted on a stretcher. One of them sprays the device with a fire extinguisher, creating a convincing illusion of a ticking threat. To anyone watching, the scene is a carefully orchestrated emergency. Yet the twist is shocking. These bomb experts are not professionals, but 6 death row inmates, convicted murderers and serial killers, who have meticulously planned this escape. Convicted murderers and serial killers, who have meticulously planned this escape. Each step of the ruse is crucial. The guard, following orders without question, unwittingly sets off a chain reaction. As the van's headlights slice through the darkness and the improvised bomb is wheeled toward Building 1, tension climbs. The precision, the stolen uniforms, and the elaborate props all serve one purpose: to convince everyone that an imminent threat is being neutralized. In that charged moment, no one suspects that these condemned men are using the chaos as their chance for freedom. With both gates now open, the van speeds away under the cover of night. The prison's alarms blare, and communication channels erupt as staff scramble to understand what just occurred. Panic and disbelief ripple through the facility. Guards and officials alike can't fathom how such a blatant breach could be allowed. Outside, a massive manhunt is set into motion as law enforcement races to track the van that has become the centerpiece of one of the most audacious escapes in U.S. history. Within minutes, searchlights crisscross the surrounding area, and helicopters begin circling overhead. The entire state is now on high alert, with media outlets broadcasting the unfolding drama. All the while, the inmates, driving in a van pilfered from the prison transport fleet, remain cool and composed. Their escape plan was as daring as it was precise. But the question lingers: where did they get the materials for the fake bomb, the uniforms that mimicked those of the guards, and the ingenious idea to exploit an emergency protocol? As the manhunt intensifies, investigators start piecing together the extraordinary details. It emerges that the inmates had smuggled components out of their cells over weeks, coordinating every step from within. Their plan wasn't just a spontaneous act of desperation. It was the result of long, calculated planning. The very fact that they managed to override rigid security measures and stage an emergency so convincingly leaves authorities stunned. However, as the chase continues, the initial shock gives way to a deeper, more unsettling realization. The audacity of these inmates and their willingness to risk everything for freedom reveals a staggering level of ingenuity and boldness rarely seen in prison escapes. Law enforcement mobilizes every resource, and soon the story becomes a national sensation, a headline that challenges our assumptions about the limits of human cunning under pressure. By the time the van is eventually cornered and the inmates recaptured, the escape has already etched itself into criminal legend. What began as a meticulously planned ruse, complete with a fake bomb and open gates, transformed into a dramatic showdown between desperate convicts and a determined system. The incident raises endless questions. How could such a plan come together? What lengths will people go to for a shot at freedom? And can we ever truly secure our institutions against the ingenuity of those seeking escape? If you're fascinated by this incredible tale of daring, deception, and high-stakes risk, hit like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think drove these men to pull off one of the most audacious escapes in history?